Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dave here, and I want to go ahead and apologize, first of all, for not uploading in about 10 days. I haven't really had time to make an established PK commentary, and haven't really had time to do too much on my PKing from scratch series. All the time I've had has been, dedicated to school, and kind of poking at my Iron Man a little bit. So I want to start off by saying the beginning of this video is going to be talking about why I don't really see myself playing Deadman mode. If you would like to go ahead and skip towards maybe like the 4 or 5 minute mark, that's when I'm going to start selling stuff and price checking my bank. So if you want to go ahead and look at that, that's understandable. I will, not going to yell at you or anything. Um, so yeah, first of all, I don't plan on playing Deadman mode. Reason why I don't plan on doing it, I personally find the penalties too harsh, and when I'm playing RuneScape, I generally don't play the game to play it as a extremely complicated, I need to focus on everything that I'm doing and be extremely aware of my surroundings kind of game. If I want to play a game like that, I'll play Counter-Strike, or I'll play something else, like I'll play competitive gameplays of other games. I don't really plan on being a competitive RuneScape player, which is basically what Deadman mode is. Every man out for himself, and you have to deal with, constant PvP encounters. And as you guys know, first of all, I'm not the best at PvP, especially at no honor bridding. I'm not a good brid, and I'm really not good at NH bridding. There's a bird right in my face right now that just flew in my window. Not like in my window, but on my window. But yeah, so I'm not good at NH bridding or anything like that, and I want to say that's probably the main reason why I wouldn't like that mode, because it's a lot of no honor. I mean, that's the whole point of Deadman mode is kill or be killed. So I don't think I'd be too good at it, even if I did decide to play it. I mean, yeah, I'd be able to make my money relatively quickly. I could go and do, 5 times XP with Hunter and get chins, like, get to chins really quickly and just hunt chins and sell that, because I can't imagine how much experience you can get chinning in Deadman mode. It would be quite a bit. So that would be kind of a cool idea, and I'd be able to do it, and I'm sure I would be okay, but I just wouldn't be able to cope with the whole idea of, oh, if I die, I lose so much. Like, the death penalties are just so harsh to me that I don't really think I would enjoy playing it. So that's kind of the main reason, and on top of that, I just don't feel like making, like, another starting from the beginning account. Like, I'm working on my Iron Man, and I'm making pretty big gains on that right now. I'm kind of approaching the point where I am getting ready to start making and releasing videos. It at most will be another couple of weeks before the first one comes out. Hopefully, like, at most I want to say less than a month. Hopefully by December I will have my first Iron Man video released. Like I said before, the reason I want to wait is because I want to wait at least until I'm at Wyverns or progressing towards my Wyverns challenge or something like that, which I will be doing with range, just like I did on my Port of God Sword series a long time ago. So I kind of want to try that again on an Iron Man, because getting a Visage on an Iron Man, holy shit, that'd be fucking awesome. To those of you who are wondering about my college life, since this is a little bit of an update right now as well, I believe this is the 11th out of like 15 weeks. I think I have a little bit less than a month left until my semester's over, and at that point I will have more or less about a month of free time before the next semester starts, which will be freaking awesome. I also got this awesome present for my girlfriend for Christmas, and I'm really excited to give it to her because it was fucking expensive. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is because sometimes she watches my videos and I don't want her to know. So if you're watching this, haha, I win. I didn't spoil it. But yeah, just so you guys know, that's why I'm not playing Deadman mode. I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. Yeah, in the background you can still see me repairing my fucking Dark sets. I actually had to end up selling my Bandos because I didn't actually use it very much. Because anytime I walk into the wild wearing full Bandos, a Serp Helm, and Ellie, people generally are not exactly interested in fighting that. There's a few times where I've PK'd using full Darox and Ellie and maybe a whip. So I'd be risking Darox and a whip, but even then, a lot of people aren't really interested in fighting that just because they see the Ellie and they think, oh my god, I'll never be able to kill him. Ever, it's just not possible. Even though I kind of disagree with that statement, it is pretty easy to do that. But yeah, as you guys know, I kind of been throwing my bank. I told you I started at about 50 Darox sets, and that's pretty much where I ended up, is at about 50 Darox sets, which is, I mean, it's not bad, considering when I first started I was kind of throwing them away. But yeah, this is kind of where I stand right now. I didn't obviously make any money doing this because I spent a shit ton on supplies, but at most I probably lost 10 mil just PKing, so I'm not really too worried about that. Actually, probably more than that because I lost a couple risk fights and stuff too, but those risk fights were maybe whips and furies, and I don't really care about that stuff anymore. Like, I don't care too much about having money on my main, just because I don't need it. I don't use it. This is the first time I'd even logged on this account in about 2 weeks. So I can honestly say that it's not really too big of a deal. But I'm going to take everything out of my bank now, except for the mysterious emblems. The infinity boots, I'm not sure if I ever mentioned this before, but the infinity boots were PK'd a long time ago by someone who actually had full Bandos on. He wanted to prove that he had risk since we were targets, so he brought infinity boots with him, and he didn't have the hunter level to inbox them. So I believed him, you know, as a nice guy that I was. We fought a couple times, I ended up killing him for them. I don't really know what they're worth anymore, and I also don't know why the T on that Torag set isn't showing, and it's just a little line. That's kind of confusing. But obviously I'm going to save the best for last. We're not going to sell the Darox until the very end. All these rune sets are just random things, and I'm realizing now as I'm watching this back that I actually didn't take the rune legs out of the bank, but that's not a big deal. It's maybe 2 mil worth of rune legs, not whatever. And that Ammy the Damned is also not fully charged, so that's just going to sit in my bank. I don't really know what I'm going to do with that. I actually don't know what you get if you PK someone who has an Ammy of the Damned either. Probably coins or something, I would imagine. But yeah, so now I'm just going to go through and sell this crap and see what I can get out of it. I'm going to go ahead and, like, I already know what it was, but my previous guess before I sold anything was about 63 mil. So if you guys want to take a guess, I would suggest doing it now before I finish selling everything. Just because I didn't know the price of Darox at the time. When I bought it, it was about 1.5 mil a set, I think. More or less. I really don't know, to be honest, because, like I said, I don't really give a shit what the prices were. I just decided, I'm going to fucking buy some Darox just because I kind of wanted it. I wanted to do this PKing on this account and all that stuff. And on that note, by the way, that I mentioned my PKing from scratch series, and the reason I haven't worked on it in a while, I actually don't even have members on that account right now, and I have plenty of bonds to be able to supply membership because I still have, I think, about 500 mil left on RS3, on top of all this stuff left over here. Moment of Truth. Look at all that freaking money from the Darox sets. But yeah, okay, not all of them sold. I decided to keep the 5 that didn't sell, just because why the hell not. But yeah, so I haven't really been playing those accounts just because I ran out of membership and I don't feel like spending, you know, my money on RS3 or 07 buying bonds for an account that I might not even play in that 2 weeks. But yeah, this is kind of just an update. I'm going to take everything out of my bank now and just kind of see a rough estimate of what my total bank is worth. I don't know. It's probably not too hard to guess considering most of my items are right here. And the LE is pretty much the big ticket item in my bank. Still haven't sold it. I don't know if I plan on ever selling it. I don't think I do. It's just going to kind of sit there, and I'm just going to enjoy it just because it's pretty. Maybe I'll sell it and buy full 3rd age melee or some shit like that with a fucking... Eventually, I'll save up and buy a 3rd age longsword or something crazy. I don't fucking know. I don't even know what those are worth, actually. I actually have no idea. So yeah, pretty good amount of money. And that's my bank. It's clean as shit. It's empty, man. My bank is so beautifully empty. And as you can see, 234 mil was the price without the LE. Put the LE in, and you know you can go ahead and guess what the price of an LE is right now. But my bank ends up being worth slightly over 1 bill, plus or minus, I want to say 25 mil, just because of random items I have in my bank. Hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of an update video. I'm sorry that I don't plan on playing Deadman, at least at this time. That might change in the future. I'm not sure. Hope you guys are all doing well, and like I said, I apologize for not uploading. I feel bad, but I love you guys, and I'll see you guys as soon as I can. Peace out.